Laughlin, Governor Rick Scott spoke today at a remembrance of 9/11 in downtown Tampa. It was a time to honor both the first responders to the attack and our men and women in uniform who fought the ensuing wars. From the air, you can see the noontime crowd at Joe Chalura Courthouse Square. It was a park filled with emotion. Eric Falls didn't plan to attend a memorial today. He only stopped by when he saw this enormous flag in the distance. But he was glad he had his son Madden with him to see the twisted World Trade Center beam at the center of the ceremony.
He's probably not going to remember it, but, you know, it's still important that he sees it.
Today's 9/11 remembrance was also important to those who'd lost loved ones in the attacks, to those who'd lost their youth in the grueling search and rescue operation, and important to the soldiers, including Green Beret Romy Camargo, who was paralyzed in Afghanistan by a Taliban sniper. The KC-135 flyover in the air and the bomb-sniffing dogs on the ground served as reminders that the war set into motion on 9/11 is still being waged against those who would do us harm.
Who want to shoot down helicopters and fly planes into towering structures. But we should never forget that there is great good in the world as well.
Governor Rick Scott, the first speaker at today's memorial, happened to be in New York City on 9/11-2001.
My heart goes out to the nearly 3,000 people we lost that day, and the thousands of people that we've lost since defending our freedom and trying to stop the terror.
A sentiment shared by the hundreds who penned messages of support for the victims and survivors of 9/11.
I didn't know anyone in the World Trade Center, but, you know, they felt like family to us.
A permanent 9/11 memorial is planned for that courthouse square that will include the World Trade Center beam. It'll be completed sometime next year.
Firefighters in northern Pinellas County are wearing New York City Fire Department T-shirts to honor the brave men who lost their lives in those September 11th attacks. 343 New York City firefighters died at the World Trade Center. Firefighters from Safety Harbor, Palm Harbor, Oldsmar, Tarpon Springs, and Dunedin will wear the New York City shirts through Sunday.
This goes out to all the surviving firefighters, the ones retired on duty, the moms and dads that lost sons, the wives that lost their husbands, the children that lost the dad.
More than 100 firefighters will wear the shirts as part of the tribute.